The next part about the Door County Addendum A is the waste disposal system. Most of the properties in northern Door from the canal up to the ferry are served by a waste disposal system. And there's four kinds. There's a holding tank, an in-ground pressurized system, a mound system, and a septic system. And at the time of the sale, the waste disposal system which serves the property must be inspected by a Wisconsin licensed plumber. The cost of the inspection is the seller's, and the inspection criteria determine if repairs need to be made on the existing system, or if the system is failing, it must be replaced within usually a year of the date of the sale or the year of the date that the failing report is submitted. So because it's a negotiable item and because there might be repairs or replacements needed, that has to be addressed in an offer to purchase. And again, here's the great Door County Addendum A. It takes care of everything, keeps the transaction together, and the seller can sell and the buyer can buy. The way it's done is the repairs are made by the seller prior to closing, or if they can't be made prior to closing, then a quote is obtained and the seller credits the buyer in the amount of the quotation at closing. 100% of the quotation at closing if it's a non-finance transaction. And if it's a finance transaction, we escrow 1.5 times the amount of the quote. And that way the buyer is protected, the lender's happy that the money will be there, and the repairs can be made. And then what's ever left over after the bills are paid can be given back to the seller. Additionally, if the waste disposal system is failing, if it can be replaced prior to the closing, that's taken care of by the seller. If it can't, the seller goes out and gets a quote for the replacement system and credits the buyer in 100% of the amount of the quote if it's a non-finance deal. If it's a finance transaction, then again, 1.5% of the amount of the quote is escrowed. The buyer then, again, the buyer is protected. The lender is happy because if it's a finance transaction, the lender will want more than the quote escrowed to protect the buyer and make sure there's enough money in there for the replacement system. And then the buyers put in the new system after the closing. They send the bills to the title company, who is the escrow agent. The title company pays the bills, and the money's left over returns to the seller. So again, it's a pretty nifty way of doing things. It holds the transaction together and allows our buyers to buy and our sellers to go to closing. So another great thing about the Door County Addendum A. Make it a great day.